Hey, beautiful souls. I just wanted to do a little video and talk about fulfillment. Now, I've recognized a lot of people that are lacking in fulfillment. And the thing is, the more we lack, the more we're unfulfilled within ourselves, the more that will filter out into every other aspect of your life. When you are sitting in that lacking energy, it is going to create that lacking environment surrounding you as well. Now, I'm going to give you an example because I think it's really important that you have examples, because you could be sitting there thinking, well, how does that work? Now, it's all about the energy that you sit in. It's all about how you view your life, view the things around you, your connections, possessions. It can be any number of different things within your life. Some parts can be fulfilling and some parts they can be unfulfilling. It could be your career. You could not be fulfilled in the career that you're in. The connections you have, there could be something missing, pieces missing. And all the time that you focus on those missing pieces or the lacking of that fulfillment in those areas, it is going to be the energy that you sit in yourself. Now, my example for so I was in a long-term connection. It was fulfilling for the most part in the beginning, but it became unfulfilling towards the end of that connection because it wasn't progressing. In my personal experience, it wasn't progressing for me. It wasn't fulfilling what I would have liked it to have fulfilled. It wasn't progressing in the way I would have liked it to have progressed. There were things that stood in the way of that. And all the time there was that period I was thinking, well, this is not fulfilling me, but I'm staying within this connection for this person, for their needs, not for my own. And it took me some time to recognize, because a particular month came along, and because I was sitting in this unfulfilled energy, in this connection, I'm fulfilled everywhere else. Everything else is fulfilling, is amazing and abundant. But this one particular thing in my life was not fulfilling every element it should be fulfilling. So what I recognized and what I noticed was this one particular month that I was really sitting in this lacking and this unfulfillment energy, was that it began to filter into other things in my life. It began to filter into financial energy, into other worker energy. It began to filter into those things, and those became unfulfilled. They became less abundant. So in order for me to shift that energy and to contain or continue and be consistent in the fulfillment in all the other areas of my life, I had to stop spreading this energy, this unfulfilled energy, into everything that I was doing. And the thing is, what it came down to was actually choosing myself. Instead of putting other people before me, it was actually choosing myself and my needs in order to remain fulfilled. And that probably sounds pretty selfish, but at the same time, isn't it selfish of others in those connections to want you to be there for their needs, regardless of how much it fulfills you? And I feel this is a really important thing, because there's a lot of this around these days. There's a lot of unfulfillment. If you are feeling unfulfilled in your work, it is because you're unaligned to that work, that career path. And it's time to kind of take those steps if you want to find that fulfillment, if you want that to fulfill, if you want to be fulfilled in all areas of your life. You have to recognize those areas that you are fulfilled in. Recognize where fulfillment actually comes from, and try and shift yourself from those unfulfilled areas into the more fulfilled areas. And that includes the gratitude side of things. What are those things that you are actually grateful for? What are those things that complete you as a person? We change every day. So one thing that may align to us one day may suddenly not align to us the next day. And it's being aware of these things, but at the same time, it's not only being aware of these things, it's being able to shift from unalignment into alignment. Sometimes that can take time, it can take energy, it can take willpower is one of the most important things. Discipline, being disciplined with yourself and doing what is right by you, what is right for you, your energy, your most authentic self, what is right for you. Not is what is right for everybody else and everything else, it's what is right for you. We are individuals, and all the time that we put others' needs and other things before we put ourselves first, if that makes any sense, before we put ourselves, if we put that all before us, we're not working to fulfill our lives, we're working to fulfill everybody else, we're working to fulfill everything else, when actually what you need to do is fulfill yourself, fulfill your life, in order for everything around you to become more fulfilled. And I really hope this makes sense, because the moment I stepped away from that connection, the moment that I took myself away and said, I need to put my needs first, because I need to be fulfilled in myself. I need to be fulfilled within my life. And this is part of my life that is not being fulfilled. So the moment I stepped away from that connection is the moment that fulfillment feeling came back, that fulfilled energy came back. I wasn't giving away my power. I wasn't giving too much of myself away. I wasn't putting other people before myself. And I think it's really, really important to recognize those things. And in order to progress forwards into the most abundant realities that we want, we need to recognize where we are fulfilled and where we aren't fulfilled. We need to release the unfulfillment and move towards being fulfilled, to move towards those things that fulfill our souls, our energy, us as a person. It's okay to be individual, it's okay to be unique. It is okay to step away from something you've known for a long time. It is okay, because that's not who you are anymore. Who you are is who you are in the present moment. And who you are today is not who you're going to be tomorrow, because tomorrow you'll learn something new. And I hope that this resonates with you, and I hope that this message comes across and is understandable. But I really feel that it's really important to get that message across. The fulfillment. Fulfill every area of life, every area of your surroundings. But in order to do that, you need to be fulfilled in here. And if you're not, you need to make those changes in order to fulfill this area in yourself. If you need help doing this, by all means, comment below, DM me. I can help you with this. I am doing a gateway portal, the Series Gateway Portal, on Friday the 7th, the 777 portal. This can also aid with the fulfillment side of things. We're going to release what no longer serves, is not going to serve you moving through the portal. We're going to activate all the right channels in order for you to progress in a more fulfilled and abundant life. And on that note, I'm going to bid you farewell. Peace, love, and blessings to you all.